Anyways, Mindy, as we get down to the end here in the
What do we
WNBA,
got? 2 days left?
yeah, I guess so. I
Yeah.
don't know how many games do they play. 40 something here. We're getting down to the end. I know that. Trying to solidify some of these playoff teams, but here we have the. Let me get the latest lines in the morning. WNBA sometimes has some moves. Yeah, and here the Mystics are 5.5, and this total is up to 162.5.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like these are two teams that have kind of been, hit or miss here over the last couple months. But I'm going to go ahead and I think take the Mystics here, laying the points here. I feel like Deladon, man, she's been shooting really well from the perimeter, probably better than I expected after her long layoff here. So yeah, I kind of like the Mystics here today. I feel like the Dream, they really struggle in the second half, especially their scoring really tapers down towards the end of the game. And I think that's going to be optimal when Washington makes their move. Me, the Mystics. I guess it's sitting at 5.5 now.
Yeah, I did it to you, didn't I? But already the move's been on the Mystics here. I think they opened as low as 4.5. So not necessarily any steam or anything that I've noticed on the side, but Atlanta, they've lost 14 of the last 17 meetings with Washington. And Atlanta has failed to cover the spread in 8 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams. I'm going to end up going under, though, in this one. It's getting up there just a little bit. I'm just not sure. But Atlanta's gone under in 6 of their last 7 on the road. Washington has gone under in 5 of their last 6. And you seem to be expressing,
Omar said you guys actually sent the under out on that WNBA game on the site. I was like, did I really do that?
Did we?
About that.
Okay. Apologies for that. We know Angel watches the show, but I don't think he catches it all the time. So, but we didn't. So I didn't get it wrong. I mean,
no, I mean, it sounds like maybe I entered it wrong into the system.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I got to check here. Oh wow.
I didn't even notice.
I'm sorry if that happened.
But I didn't. Okay, but I felt like we were. Well, we won't belabor it. We'll just apologize. But
yes.
I thought on the show, and it seems like Angel noticed it, or maybe he was, whatever the case may be. Very sorry, but hopefully everybody on the show was okay with it, and we certainly discussed it as an over, though.
It sounds like it was me. I messed it up.
Let's move on. We'll just. We all make mistakes.
I know, but I feel bad that I entered it wrong. I'm going to blame my my sickness. If I could do that, it's a good way to.
Well, I don't want to make
excuse.
I entered the play wrong yesterday too, but I'm just going to swallow it and I'm going to crank out more winners.
Right.
Yeah, we're in charge of that, Angel. So.
Yeah, that's totally my fault. Goodness. Yeah, I did. I put it under 160.5. Sorry. Oh my God.
Actually, Mindy, I got to tell you the truth. I did the same thing when entering one of our plays last week too. But you weren't on the show, but you had sent the whites and hey, all subscribers, Angel, whoever. I know there's
Omar did
certainly a few, certainly a handful of you. I see you in there right now already in the chat, but. There was only 2 mistakes, I promise, that we've had, but I made one last week as well. So.
Oh boy! All right.
Think of where we'd be. We'd actually be even strong. We'd even be better. That's a crummy way to look at it.
I know.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Ron, we're just going to start doing featured games here moving forward, and tomorrow we might have just a couple of baseball games. Okay, Washington money line here. What's Terrell saying? He's been hot in the WNBA, Mystics money line or spread and the over, and I'm going under. Oh no! Hello to lovable plays here, Daryl. We're coming up. We're going to cover all the games. And no, Ron. Oh yeah, we're going to. Okay, he said gotcha. It's weird when you respond and then they've already heard you, and I don't know what I'm doing. Fever and Sun here, Sun -10, and the total has dropped here within the last 90 minutes or so to 160.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel like the Fever have been covering spreads here a little bit lately. The Sun, I know they're always, I think capable of blowing teams out, but they just haven't really been doing it. I kind of feel like lately, this is the team that kind of worries me the most when I look at those team totals. Sitting in the mid, upper 70s. I kind of feel like they were always an 80 team early on, and now I feel like they're struggling to get that. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Fever +10 here.
Yeah, I want to say these are, I feel like we've done okay taking the ugly dogs. When we lose, it's usually ugly. It's kind of weird. We've had real good success with some of these dogs, and then but I'm on it with you. I'm on the Fever. Make no mistake. For me, it's more like you said. I mean, they just aren't covering numbers. Connecticut right now. Fever aren't covering anything. I mean, they've only covered 5 of the last 15 games. Interestingly, for me, I just the spread up to it was up to 10.5. It's not going to change anything. I'll take the Fever here in this one. I don't know if I can't even other than the fact that the Fever are actually probably playing their best basketball of the season. Not they've won 4 of their last 6. So Connecticut's still pretty, they're strong. They're moving, they're moving forward. They're, 3rd seeded team in the league right now. So, all right. Anything here from the crew? And I think Tom, I'm not sure what he's saying there. Rich talking about those baseball call-ups. We talked about it, right? But remember, like I said, it's only 2 players nowadays, but it's so a lot of the pitching has been shifted out. Some of the veterans have been shipped out and bringing in some other call-ups and things like that. The rosters are only expanded to 2 additional players nowadays. They don't go to the 40. All right, there's that Lynx and Sky game. And here it's Sky, 4.5, 163.5.
All right. Well, I feel like Lynx have been a little bit better team, I think. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Sky here in this one. They're at home. They really need this win. Again, we're talking about Sparks and Sky kind of fighting for those last wild card spots, or not wild card, but last spots into the playoffs here. I think basically for me, this is kind of just taking the home team. The Lynx play much better at home than they do on the road. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Sky -4.5.
They do. Both teams playing well. Both teams covering a little bit here of late. So that's good for Minnesota because of the fact that the position they're in right now, 5th place in the seedings. So their, games are a little bit more important here, but looking good for Minnesota, and the Sky not looking so hot. So I know what you're saying, though, and 4.5 just worries me. It feels like a tight game here. We'll say, though, that Minnesota's gone over in 8 of their last 10, and Chicago's gone over in 4 of their last 6. So I'm going to have to go over in this one. Mr. Under goes over in the game between Minnesota and Chicago in this one. Daryl has got a novel on this one, but I don't mind. He likes the over in this one. So that's all I could read it all, but I just see it. He leans, though. It's a lean. All right, Mindy takes Chicago. Just have Storm and we. Oh, did I pick the wrong? Yeah,
No. He was just moving forward for the next one.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, but I just want to make clear on that last game. Mindy's on Chicago and I'm on the over. Dallas here, Mindy is up to an 11.5 point favorite here. They have taken steam within the last 90, maybe even shorter time ago. I saw it actually when we were already on the air, and the total is now 168. So 11.5 for these Dallas Wings right now, and that's a big number.
Yeah, it is a big number, right? I'm gonna go ahead and take the over in this one. It's one of those like I want to go ahead and take the Storm. It's they rarely lose by 10 ultimately. They're usually able to hang in there. But I know this Wings team is just better than what they've been playing. I'm just kind of waiting for them to take off. I don't know why I feel like the Wings have had this bad lull here at the end of the season. But the over is 5-2 in the Storm's last 7 and 16-5 in the Wings last 21 overall. So yeah, I feel like we can get some numbers here today, taking the over.
Yeah, I mean, we've been, I think we've been underish all season, but the way the games have gone and fast starts, but now late in the season, maybe even if they aren't scoring as much, they're finding ways to get there. And despite our whatever happened yesterday, we know we are on the over. You mentioned Seattle going over in 5 of their last 7, and how about Dallas has gone over in 11 of their last 12? So let's take the over. I think the move is on the over, and we're on an over here in this one. All right.
All right.
Second play there. And here you have the Aces. They're up to actually 18.5, 165.
Oh, yuck again. Yeah, it's the Aces and the Mercury. I don't know which teams are ever going to show. This is a massive spread here. I feel like I've wanted to be on the Mercury, and they just haven't quite been getting it done. I don't know. I think there's like too much history in this because the Aces are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 road games, 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 overall. The Mercury is just as bad, 0-6 in their last 6 Friday games, 2-7 in their last 9 games overall. There's a bunch of 0 and a number. I just don't like this side at all. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over. The over's 18-6 in the Aces' last 24 road games. They do play well on the road. And then, of course, the over is 4-0 in the Mercury's last 4 overall. I'm going to go ahead and I know the Aces are have a big number versus this Phoenix Mercury team, but I think I like the over here a little bit better.
Okay, yeah, look, all the trends do point to the over. Certainly, I just wonder about the Mercury. I'll go with I got the Aces to win this one.
All right.
In a groove right now.
It's fair. That's fair.
I don't want to. Well, they're not covering any numbers at all. The Aces, every number is too big at this point. But the problem here is Phoenix isn't covering anything either, and they're an underdog every time. So Aces haven't covered in 6 of their last 7 on the road. Phoenix hasn't covered in 6 of their last 7. So neither team likes covering numbers, but I just think the Aces can cruise to the victory in this one. Probably would go over. You just pointed all those trends. I don't need to reiterate them. Hey, how about Germany leading the United States by 9 now?
9?
League basketball, but they've got only under 10 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. It looks like Germany might be getting it done here, and the U.S. Look, it's not the A team out there. Great, good young talent, no doubt about it. And the aging veterans don't do this one. So whether or not they could have helped the team or whatever, doesn't matter. They're going to the Olympics. They've qualified, but they're not going to win the FIBA World Cup unless they can come back here. All right. Oh, there might be a few comments with the Aces here in this one. Lots of comments, actually. Daryl says he likes the Aces in the first half in this one. And Lovable plays how to play on the Dallas game. Okay. And we will get, I think we're going to get that it's going to be close, but I think there might be some foul. It's going to be. I mean, what am I talking about? It's a third quarter, maybe. It's a minute to. It's not even the fourth quarter yet. I think I've got the over. I think I'm going to hit that over 180, Mindy. It's 92-72 at the end of 3 here.
What's 9 plus 9? Okay, you got it.
Unless the lights go out.
Right. So this they call it a day.
Here we go, Thomas.
Nothing's better than getting over in the third.
Yeah, I put that one up late. I was not as confident as this score would indicate, but back on the beam here. We got one game left in the really the championship moving forward. Okay, thanks, Daryl, for great comments today. We're going to go to the NFL.
Oh, look out. Here we come, NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Mindy and Ramon crushed it last year.
One more comment from Daryl here. Oh, he's got the final game. Oh, he's going in. I think Daryl's got his own order, maybe. Oh, no, he's got, yeah. No problem. Still great contributions. All right. I don't know, Brent. I watch those too, but we're so happy that you guys choose us as to start your day
right
here. Right. I mean, again, I like I said, I mean, I'm just trying to bring you the information. Really, I hope we win all these plays.